right now you're in a state of inaction. You're not making any progress. You're consuming so much content, so much motivation, and it's like masturbation, procrastination. It's you're just watching shit without actually ever doing anything, and you're starting things and never finishing them. And the only way that you're actually going to ever overcome this is by setting small enough goals and actually just fucking ticking them off. Like, write them down, tick them off. I remember fucking years ago when I was fat and inconsistent and didn't really get shit done, setting myself small challenges. So, like, I set myself challenges of like literally doing 100 push ups a day for a week. And then see when you complete that, like after a week, you're like, oh my god, I actually just did that. Like, it, there's no epiphany at the time. Like, you're not like, you don't get to the end of the week and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I completed that. But it subconsciously triggers something in your brain, and when you do that enough times, you eventually start to act on it, and you start to believe in yourself, and you start to think, oh well, what else can I do? If I can do that, if I can stick to it, if I can make it work, there must be something else I can do. And eventually it gets to this point where you end up believing that you can do absolutely anything that you stick your mind to, so much to the point that you become absolutely delusional. And then everybody else has to catch up to your delusion, and that is how successful people become successful. When people, like, when you look at all these successful figures, none of them at the start were perceived as successful. They were all failures. They were all bums. They were all doing stupid shit that was never going to work. They all had friends that thought you're stupid. Like, this is, or maybe they had one or two people that were like, oh yeah, keep going, all, but no one actually believed in them. And to a certain extent, they probably didn't even believe in themselves, but they were so delusional that they were like, it's going to have to work. But they didn't just do that over time. They would have had a backtrack record of being successful in other things, and they would have developed this massive self belief. But the problem with so many of you is you have basically told yourself you're going to do something so many times and not followed through and not did it, that you now have this such low self-esteem, low belief in your own word, and you don't even believe it, so you can't even be delusional. So what you need to do is set super small goals and just tick them off. Like, I remember watching a podcast, I think it was Matthew McConaughey, and he talks about he would write his diary every day, at the end of the night for the next day, and he would write in everything. Like, I mean everything. He would write, wake up, have a morning coffee. He had a morning coffee every day anyway. He didn't need to write it down. But you know what was good? At the end of the day, when he's looking through his daily tasks, tick, 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 and it creates this self belief that, like, you did everything you said you were going to do, even if it was the most basic things. But because you're doing it, like, you're not realizing you're doing it. But when you actually bring it to the forefront of your mind and you actually look at, oh my, okay, right, these are a bunch of things that I said I was going to do that I actually did. So maybe I can do the things I'm going to say that I'm, or maybe I can do the things that I do aspire to achieve, but I'm just not in a position to believe it right now. So you can build it up over time. Um, but the problem is, you're only doing things when you're motivated, or you're only doing the difficult things when you're motivated. Yeah, it's not about motivation, and you'll hear this all the time. It's discipline over motivation, blah 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 blah. No, like, you can do things when you're motivated, and motivation is such a strong emotion and such a strong feeling, and it will get things done. Like, when you're motivated, you can do things way outside the norm. But the discipline is having certain standards that are super achievable that you can do on a regular basis and tick it off. So if you have low discipline, then don't make the tasks super hard to achieve. Make it low level, easy to do tasks that you can tick off, and you build that discipline up over time. And as you're doing this over months and over years, your discipline becomes better, and your daily habits change. So you as an individual, if you're someone that goes to bed every night at 3 a.m., getting up at 6 a.m. is going to be fucking super difficult. But then if you change that over time, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to set my alarm to go to bed at 2 a.m. Okay, now you do that for a month. Yeah, now it's not so hard to go to bed at 1 a.m. Then you do that for a month. Now it's not so hard to go to bed at 12 a.m. You know what I mean? Now that's an extreme example. You're not really going to knock off an hour every month, and in reality it's just a case of you could do that in a week. But for some of you it might be that, okay, it's going to be individual to you, but it's going to be trial and error, and you just need to think, like, actually sit and think about this. What could you do, and what seems difficult? Like, if you write something down and you failed at it, right, don't just write it down again and try again. Like, that's stupid. You're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to fail again and ruin the confidence, okay? If you wrote wake up at 6 a.m. and you didn't wake up at 6 a.m., tomorrow write 6:15. Did you wake up at 6:15? No. Okay. Well, why would not waking up at 6:15? What time are you going to bed at? Right? Well, what can I do to go to bed early so that I can get up at that time? Okay. I went to bed early, still didn't get up at 6:15. Right? Well, what time did you go to bed at? Could you go to bed 30 minutes earlier? Could you go to bed an hour earlier? Could you, or okay, you're struggling to sleep. Could you maybe turn your phone off, get rid of your phone? Like, analyze everything. Look at what it is you're doing and how can you improve it. Okay, you're not failing just because you're not good enough or you're not able to do it. You are able to do all of these things. Especially something as simple as waking up in the morning. Like, I hear when people say, I'm not a morning person, this, I'm not. I used to believe that. I used to believe I was not a morning person. I used to sit up gaming till 4 or 5 in the morning. I am, even still to this day, I'm someone that hates going to sleep. I don't like going to sleep. I want to stay up all the time, but I go to bed at a certain time because I have to be up at a certain time. Okay? Do I want to go to bed? No, I would love to sit up. And I'm not even saying sit up and do pointless shit. Like, I just want to stay awake. I hate going to bed. I love being awake. I love doing stuff. But I know if I have a 6 a.m. client that I need to be there for, I'm not going to go to bed at fucking 1 a.m. and wake up being like feeling groggy and shit. I'm going to go to bed at about 10. I'm going to go to bed about half 10. Yeah? It's about analyzing the situation, analyzing the goal, setting a realistic plan in place and making it achievable. There's no point just setting this goal and being all willy nilly about it. Like, be specific. How can I make this goal work? How can I achieve this goal? Set like, there's something you could call SMART goals. I'm sure you've heard about this. Like, anyone who hasn't been living under a rock hasn't heard about it. But basically, what a SMART goal is it's one of those things where each letter represents something. So it goes specific. You set something specific, so your specific goal. You create something around the goal that's measurable, so you have something to measure. You write down. You actually analyze the goal right now. In your current situation, is it achievable? Okay, if it's achievable, good. Is it relevant? Does it matter? Is there a point in actually achieving this goal? What's the benefit to it, or is it just for your own, to say you did something? And is it time bound? Is there a specific time on it? So you set these specific goals, these SMART goals, and you'll make it work. You'll achieve something, but you have to be willing to fucking try. And all this, like, sitting around just watching videos, motivation, all this blah 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 blah. You're not going to get anywhere with that. You need to fucking do something. You need to like, action is the best thing you can do. You need to take massive action. I can't stress that enough. And, like, you're gonna fail. Okay, you are going to fail, but you have to learn from the failures. If you don't learn from the failures, then yes, you're essentially just wasting your time because you're just repeating the same thing over and over again. But if you actually, when something doesn't go your way, when you do fail, because it's inevitable, you're going to fail, you're going to have failures. When you do fail, think about it, journal, write down, okay, why did it fail? How did it fail? Or how do I feel about feeling? Why do I feel this way? Well, how can I improve that? What can I do as soon as possible? Like, don't just think, okay, well, I could have done this and put it off. No, if you could have done that, can you do that right now? Can you make the difference right now? Or do you have to wait? Okay, right, I have to wait till 2 p.m. tomorrow to make that change. Right, write it in the fucking calendar. 2 p.m. tomorrow, I do this. I need to do this to make that goal happen. So it's all about action and actually doing things. This is, like, even this video right now, it's me taking action. I'm trying to grow a personal brand. I'm trying to grow a business. And the only way I'm going to do that is by getting myself out there, providing you with value and actually making stuff instead of just thinking, okay, right, I need to do this. Like, just fucking do it. It's never going to be perfect. Right now, I am literally sitting in my bed, yeah, sitting in my bed making a video like this, and it doesn't matter. It's I'm actually I'm doing something. I'm creating action, and action gets results. And the only way, or the only thing I can do from this is, it's either this video does well or I learn from the video. Yeah. If no one watches this, okay. If it gets 10 views, 10 people just watched my video. Okay. Imagine there's 10 people standing in this room right now watching me do this speech. Do you not think I'd be fucking chuffed with that? Okay, so just just do stuff. I don't know. Just do stuff. Just get yourself out there and try things. Do not be afraid of taking action. Do not be afraid of other people's opinions. Just fucking go for it. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video. I have just been sitting here and I just wanted to teach and help people, because I know exactly the person that watches these type of videos, because I have been that type of person. I have been the person that watches too many motivational videos and never takes action. But you can do it. You just have to go out of your way. Try the thing. Try it. Do it. Start.